Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown. Not guilty pleas are entered for the man accused of trying to kill a woman in a storage unit last October. 44-year-old Freeman Cole faces several charges, including attempted first-degree homicide and strangulation and suffocation. In La Crosse County Court today, not guilty pleas were entered on his behalf. Cole has been refusing to leave his cell for court appearances, forcing correctional officers to place a tablet near his cell so he could hear the proceedings. His pretrial conference is scheduled for December 6th. Wisconsin campaign finance laws that Republicans implemented a decade ago make it easier to stock the war chests in state assembly races. One in particular has seen huge amounts of cash, and it could be the key swing district for state legislative control. Ken Kazarowski has this story.
The political machine is pouring money into federal races, but both major parties know that hanging on to state control is crucial.
Wisconsin, first and foremost, that is our top defend. Okay, we came into this year looking at our majorities in the House and the Senate. We realized that this is number one.
If Republicans are on defense, Democrats in Wisconsin are on offense, looking to capture assembly control for the first time in over a decade under new district maps.
There is an enormous amount of money in the 94th Assembly District campaign.
Western Wisconsin's 94th Assembly District has traditionally skewed Republican, but it's as close to 50-50 as you'll get in the state. Incumbent Democrat Steve Doyle has held the seat since 2011 and beat Ryan Hipsch last cycle by just 800 votes. Those two candidates are in a rematch this fall.
But in the 94th, there are a lot of voters who really are voting the person, not the party. They want to know about the individual person, what their values are, what they're actually going to do in office. Steve Doyle is not someone who goes around throwing bombs or picking fights that he doesn't need to. He really, I think, kind of embodies the spirit of the 94th district in a sense of being someone who's focused on finding common ground.
We should run campaigns that bring people together.
The 29-year-old Hipsch, son of former Assembly Speaker Mike Hipsch, agrees on the need for common ground in Madison, but says he's better suited to make it a reality.
We need something new. We need a fresh voice. We need a younger generation that kind of pushes that old-timey politics, that bashing that we continuously see down there. And let's have just conversations.
The ads that the candidates themselves produce all focus on positivity.
It's time for fresh ideas from someone passionate about our area.
No party has a monopoly on good ideas. I'm Steve Doyle.
Doyle's been cranking that message out. By the end of June this summer, Doyle already had received $500,000 from the Democratic Party.
We're getting outspent, I think it's like 11-1.
And because the stakes of winning the 94th are so high, third-party groups are buying even more time to push negative ads.
Ryan Hipsch, unfit, unqualified.
Think you know Steve Doyle? Think again. Doyle refused to protect our daughters.
Hipsch says it feels like David and Goliath sometimes, but he hopes knocking on doors with his new voice approach will stick.
We see that it resonates with people saying, oh, I know Ryan, I've seen him. I know his family or something like that. I've been here my entire life. They know I'm not the big bad wolf that they make me out to be.
And even with Democratic spending far outpacing Republicans, the 94th is still anyone's seat.
This is going to be a really close one.
Now, the 94th District covers northern La Crosse as well as Onalaska, Holmen, West Salem, Galesville, and Ettrick. The Eastman Fire Department is hosting a training event for first responders, showing them how to manage electric vehicle accidents. Today was the first of 2 training sessions. EV Safe is assisting in training the fire department and other departments across Crawford County. The owner of EV Safe says first responders need to evolve with growing technologies to ensure community safety.
As a country, we are moving more and more toward, electric mobility and sustainable energy. And it's important that our departments have the tools so that they can properly handle these sort of incidents when they happen.
And another training session will be held tomorrow at 8 a.m. Coming up, the Friday Night Frenzy, all the local scores and highlights in just a few minutes.
We got some big changes for this weekend, especially a cool down for your Sunday. We also got some showers too that might impact your weather. We'll kind of impact all that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee Fuel Saver for every $50 Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 25-cent Fuel Saver for every $50 you spend in-store and online. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
For over 6 decades, Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland has made wishes come true. The magic begins again this Saturday at 7 a.m. with incredible doorbuster deals and more. Like Hot Wheels die-cast vehicles, buy 3, get 2 free. Barbie Panda Rescue sets, only $19.99. $10 off these John Deere play sets. Plus, Saturday only, be one of the first 100 people in store to get a free Blaine's Toy Pickup Truck. Don't miss Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland opening weekend. The magic begins this Saturday at 7 a.m.
You just have to get in the seat of a John Deere Gator XUV 835M, not because of the spacious cargo box, or because it can tackle any terrain, not even because it tows up to 4,000 pounds. You just have to get in the seat because something about being this productive just makes you smile.
Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a Deere. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Kamala Harris is going to significantly raise taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up?
Kamala's plan will raise families' taxes by nearly $2,600 a year. Under Kamala, prices have already soared. Now she'd make it worse with even higher taxes.
Taxes are going to have to go up?
President Trump will cut taxes again. No taxes on tips, overtime, or Social Security.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee Fuel Saver for every $50 Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 25-cent Fuel Saver for every $50 you spend in-store and online. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see some changes this weekend, kind of like we saw last weekend when the front came through and we saw that cool down. This week's going to be more dramatic, and I think actually the rain chances are a little bit higher too. We have cooler for Saturday. It's not going to be overall too bad, but it's just cooler than we've had for temperatures for Friday. A few showers. Most areas just see cloud cover. Quiet Saturday night for any activities Saturday evening or Saturday night should be fine. It really starts getting going Sunday. Windy, cooler, shower activity more as you go further north and east, especially over Clare up to Ladysmith area. Those areas probably will definitely see more of the showers. Everyone's going to get the wind and definitely going to notice the temperature drop too for that day. But for tomorrow's highs, overall still above average for most areas, including upper 60s down towards Prairie du Chien, mid 50s or upper 50s towards Eau Claire. And those areas overall still pretty good for this time of year. We all have a few showers. Cloud cover will be the bigger story, I think, going in. Overall, if you wake up tomorrow morning, there'll be more clouds. A lot of this will be high cloud cover with a few showers north of Ladysmith. As the system kind of passes through, we might see a little bit of development showers between about noon to maybe about 4. Very light precipitation if any of this reaches the ground, and rain amounts would be very light. And notice by 3 to 4, we're already starting to see clearing behind this as this weak wave kind of pushes eastward. So towards the evening hour, we'll see less cloud cover, light winds, won't have any much issues going on overnight. We'll see more clouds increasing, but that would be late towards Saturday night, towards Sunday morning as the next system comes through. This one actually is a stronger one. And actually, as you can see the rotation on it too as it swings through. So I think initially we might see a line of showers come through Sunday morning. Further better shot if you go further northeast, further southwest you go, maybe just the clouds. Then we'll see this really wrap up, and then more showers kind of pull southward towards the area towards the afternoon hour, and that'll continue through the evening hour along with the strong winds. Now the shower chance really increases as you go further northeast, further southwest, like in southwest Wisconsin, northeast Iowa. Unlikely to see much in the way of showers, mainly just cloud cover and that wind. This will continue, but along with that, as I mentioned, the temperature change. Here's your temperatures. These are actually close to what we saw for lows this morning. This is going to be your highs for Sunday, so we're talking low to mid 50s, mid to upper 40s up to the north, so more like the end of October, early November type temperatures. That doesn't account the wind that's going to be going on at the same time. We're looking at potentially 10 to 15 in the morning, 15 to 20 by noon, and then in the afternoon, this is sustained winds, potentially over 20 to 25, and doesn't include the gusts that could be gusting near 40 in the afternoon hour. These winds will continue through the afternoon, eventually kind of taper off as we get closer to the evening hour, but still at 6 p.m. you got 20 to 25 mile-per-hour winds out of the north with temperatures in the low 50s. So it's really going to feel kind of chilly out there along with the cloud cover and a few showers that will continue to go on. Rain amounts This is for tomorrow, Saturday. Very light amounts, maybe a couple hundredths if you're lucky. The better chances rain is further northeast, and that's the activity for Sunday. Some of the areas up there could get a tenth, maybe a quarter, but overall, that's your temperatures. We're looking at 50s to start next week, too, with overnight lows mainly in the 20s to 30s. But we do climb back up towards the end of the week, getting back into mild conditions, which is the next best chance of rain coming weekend. So say goodbye for the summer type conditions, and hello, fall.
Hello,
again.
fall. It's here. It's finally
it's
here. All right. Thank you, Greg. Coming up, it's the Friday Night Frenzy. We've got a big-time matchup over in West Salem with an ending you won't want to miss. Jacob and Cade are in next.
Be the scariest house in the block this Halloween at Menards.
Well, that was too close. If we keep waiting, it'll get one of us.
I know these things can be a real hazard, but groundwater does this to concrete all the time.
Water did this.
Mm-hmm. But it's okay. You can lift it back up.
Well, let's get lifting.
Let's do it.
The effects of water can be surprising, but you can. Put water back in its place with a free inspection from Innovative Basement Authority. For a limited time, get $500 off any repairs when you call or go online today.
The liberal elite in Washington are running one of their own here in Wisconsin. A political insider who worked to elect liberals in California even supported a dark money group focused on defunding the police. Her name, Rebecca Cook, political operative bankrolled by the liberal elite. They handpicked her to help win back the House, trusted to elect liberal heroes like Mandela Barnes. They trust her because Rebecca Cook is one of them.
I'm Derek Van Orden, and I approve this message.
Today at Wesco and Sparta, it's interest-free. Free, free! 24 months interest-free, 36 months interest-free, even 48 months interest-free on everything from beautiful furniture for every room and premium mattresses to flooring and brand-name appliances. Choose the home furnishings you want. Then Wesco lets you buy interest-free to suit your needs. 24 months interest-free, 36 months interest-free, or even 48 months interest-free. It's an interest-free for all today at Wesco in Sparta.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Welcome to the Friday Night Frenzy. I am Jacob, and that is Cade.
If you want to know how many teams in our area are ranked, 8 of them find themselves in Wisconsin's top 10 polls this week.
Yeah, and just 2 weeks from the playoffs right now, Division 4's #1 team, West Salem, is hosting #3 Aquinas. Panthers offense on a roll, racking up 40 points a game this season, led by quarterback Drew McConkey and running back Luke Baginski.
But Aquinas is continuing a dominant streak with only 1 conference loss since 2020, along with 3 straight state titles. Lots of skill on the field tonight in West Salem, and it wouldn't take long for it to come to life. First play of the game, Aquinas' Jacob Thornton dropping back, taking a shot down the field, and that's Trey Barr, wide open, makes the catch and scores. 2-point conversion good. It's 8-0 Aquinas, just 16 seconds in. But here come the Panthers. 4th and 1, but Luke Baginski dragging defenders past the line, and then later the handoff to Baginski, bouncing it outside and scores. 2-point attempts, no good. It's 8-6 Blue Goals. Panthers up again, and this time the handoff to Trevor Arntz. Another Panther touchdown makes it 12-8, and that would be the score at the half. In the second half, Panthers strike again. This time, Drew McConkey airs it out and finds Carter Pontius wide open for the score. Make it 18-8 Panthers. But don't count out the Blue Golds. Kyle White taking the handoff. He scores, make it 18-14. And Aquinas would get the ball back again, and with 2 minutes left, Thornton rolling out, takes one more shot down the field, and that's Waylon Hargrove making the grab as Aquinas pulls off the upset. 20-18 the final, but Jacob, my guess is these two teams will see each other in the playoffs.
Yeah, back to the Cooley Conference in just a moment, but now to the Mississippi Valley Conference, where Holman and Logan are looking to secure a share of the league title.
For the unbeaten Vikings, it would be the first since 2018, while it would be the first time for the one-loss Rangers since 2015.
All right, let's go to it. This one was a game that would be decided in the trenches. First drive for the Vikings, and they go the length of the field, capping it off with an Alex Burgett quarterback sneak to make it 7-0. Logan then trying to respond. Going forward on 4th down in Holman territory. The pass is broken up by Matthew Kahn, so the home side is going to get it back. Teams know what Holman likes to do on offense, and they tell you just try to stop the run. Well, here's some good fortune for Jack Barth. Ball bounces right to him, picks it up, and turns it into a good gain. Another fumble late on the play would land out of bounds. Still Vikes ball. And they go to the air inside the 5-yard line, and it works to perfection. Brevin Grant hauls it in to make it 14-0. Logan trying to get something going before half. It's Bradley Check. He's going to pop off a nice run, but the Rangers could not get any points out of it. Those comeback kids in the Ranger uniforms, they would send this one to overtime. In OT, the Holman defense gets a stop, and Gavin Davis is your hero with a game-winning field goal to give the Vikings a 17-14 win.
We've got Central looking to stay in the race as they were hosting Sparta. First quarter, no score, and Central busting out the tricks. It's a fake punt. Derek Paniger with an easy lob to Aaron Boley to move the sticks. Later in the drive, Gabe Service gets the handoff, but he's not running. He's throwing, finding Paniger wide open down the field. And then Christian Rudrud will cap it off on the read option. He's into the end zone for a 6-0 Central lead. The next drive didn't need as many plays, just offensive linemen setting the edge, and Rudrud again. This time off the tackle, past the pylon for 6 more. Sparta trying to use the speed option on their next drive, but the bobble gives Isaiah Walker the chance to pounce on it for the turnover, and the Riverhawks pour it on. Gavin Shepard carving right through the defense with some excellent downfield blocking, takes it to the house. Central takes care of business. They walk victorious 47-28.
On Alaska at Baraboo, as the Hilltoppers look to clinch a playoff bid, and they grub the Thunderbirds of Baraboo. Cameron Cornett had 3 scores at halftime.
All right, Toma hosting Reedsburg. The Timberwolves drop their 5th straight. They'll take on Onalaska in their final game next week.
All right, let's go Luther at Westby next. At the teams have a chance to secure a postseason spot. It's the first play of the second half right here. Knights start off with a bang. Landon Bryant takes the handoff 55 yards for the touchdown to put the Knights up 18-0. Westby looking for an answer then. Jaden Geyer with the great run to bring them into the red zone. Geyer would finish the job. It's going to be a great cutback and nothing but green grass in front of him. He takes it in to cut the lead to 12, but the Knights look into their bag of tricks to respond. Jack Schmaling takes the reverse all the way down inside the 10, and Schmaling finishes the job with the help of Jackson Kendall, finding him in the end zone for the score. Luther up 24-6, and Luther clinches a postseason bid with a 47-20 win.
Arcadia needing a win as they host GET, and the Raiders get it. A close one, but Arcadia holds on for a 7-point W over the Redhawks.
And third-ranked Prairie du Chien hosting New Glarus with a share of the conference title on the line. And the beat goes on for the Blackhawks. They get 4 interceptions in the 33-point victory.
39 points? Are they okay on offense?
I know, that's a lot less than normal, but man, what a night. I mean, what was that like? What was that atmosphere at that game?
It was crazy. There was fans everywhere around the fences, packed out, and I mean, the team showed up. Just a great game all around. It was awesome.
Yeah, it lives up to the hype, it looks like. So fun stuff at my game as well, Holman. We've got a lot more good games. We've got more conference clashes on the other side of the break. But first, the Holman Dance Squad has a message for you all.
You're watching News 8, and this is Friday Night Frenzy.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
Billionaire
Billionaire banker Eric Hovde has a plan for Social Security.
Do you favor either raising the retirement age or cutting benefits?
I favor both.
Raising the retirement age?
You have to start changing the retirement age.
Hovde wants to raise the retirement age as high as 72. And Hovde just proposed cutting Social Security by 28%, costing the average beneficiary more than $6,000 a year. Eric Hovde, what's wrong with this guy?
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
I'm sick and tired of getting ripped off by career politicians. And Tammy Baldwin, she's one of the worst. Baldwin's in bed with Wall Street. While she sleeps in her girlfriend's $1 million condo in New York City, Wisconsin families are getting hammered by high inflation and handouts for illegal immigrants. Tammy and her girlfriend are living large while Wisconsin families foot the bill. Frankly, it's time for Tammy Baldwin to go.
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message. Join my team and give today.
100 Republicans who worked in national security for Presidents Reagan, both Bushes, and for President Trump, now endorsing Harris for president.
She came up as a prosecutor, an attorney general, into the Senate. She has the kind of character that's going to be necessary in the presidency.
Vice President Harris is standing in the breach at a critical moment in our nation's history. We have a shared commitment as Americans to do what's right for this country. This year, I am proudly casting my vote for Vice President Kamala Harris.
Former generals, secretaries of defense, secretaries of the Army, Navy, and Air Force, CIA directors, and National Security Council leaders under Democratic and Republican presidents, Republican members of Congress, and even former Trump administration officials agree there's only one candidate fit to lead our nation, and that's Kamala Harris.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy.
With just 2 weeks to go, 4 schools in the Dairyland Conference are tied atop the standings.
Oliva Strum looking to bounce back from their first conference loss of the season last week.
While 10th-ranked Cochran Fountain City knocked off formerly unbeaten Pepin Alma. The Cardinals hosting the Pirates at Oliva Strum first quarter. Pirates moving fast. Parker Kujak rolls out and lofts a pass to Ty Pop in the end zone. Just like that, visitors lead by 7. Cardinals responding quickly. Luis Kinzer gets the pitch. Check out the fancy footwork. Junior is going to move the sticks. Later that drive, a handoff to Kinzer again, and he is into the end zone. Home team now up by 1. Up to the second quarter, Pirates going full sail. Reed Schmidt-Connect coming out of the backfield, flying by defenders for a big-time pickup. And later that drive, CFC's Ethan Smith is slipping by defenders on his way to the end zone. The Pirates take the lead right back, and Cochran Fountain City cruises to a 46-14 win.
Blair Taylor looking to stay in the race as they travel to Independence Gilmanton. Last minute of the first half, Blair Taylor's Tavian Schrammick looking down the field. He connects with CJ Drummer. 21 yards to get the first down. And then later in the drive, it's Schrammick again, buying himself some time. Makes it work. He's going to find Hunter Wagner in the end zone, wide open for the score. Wildcats extend their lead. Blair Taylor would go on to win 38-6.
8th-ranked Pepin Alma trying to keep pace in the conference, but it's Whitehall coming up with a big 30-22 victory. The Norse can slip into the postseason with a win next Friday.
So that means 2 teams leave the night on top of the Dairyland Conference. Blair Taylor and Cochran Fountain City can each clinch a share of the conference title next Friday. Oliva Strum and Pepin Alma face each other next Friday, and the winner will need the Wildcats and Pirates both to lose to force a 3-way tie.
Yeah, that's interesting stuff right there. To the Scenic Bluffs Conference we go. 1-loss Hillsboro hoping to stay in the race as they host Cashton. Early in the first half, Cashton leads 7-0, but shortly after it's Isaac Tyne with the response via touchdown, making it 7-6. And it's Cashton's Ethan Schmitz getting the pitch on the jet sweep, blowing past all defenders, and he is in for the score, making it 14-6. Tigers' next possession, they hand it off to Wyatt Howell, taking it 42 yards down the field, and he is barely going to get tripped off, but he sets his team up in good field position. A few plays later, it's Joseph Cairns getting the ball in the call, and he runs it in for the touchdown. But Cashton would come back. Eagles playing really good football this year. Heck of a game this was. Cashton, though, goes on and take it 25-20.
I mean, that was a shoestring tackle. Over to Bangor, also looking to stay in the conference race. They host New Lisbon. First quarter, Bangor's Eli Tucker takes the handoff 3 yards to Pater. Cardinals up 8-0. Ensuing drive, Bangor's defense steps in and Tanner Wells gets the interception, and he's going to take it all the way back for the touchdown pick six to extend the lead 13-0. Rockets struggling to take off. The punter slips in the end zone, resulting in a safety. Bangor goes up 15, and then after the free kick, it's Tucker again, this time for 20 yards and the score. Cardinals go up 22 as they would go on to win 57-18. Sawyer Jacobson, 2 touchdowns on the night, as well as Tucker.
Scenic Bluffs leaders Ithaca can get a share of the crown tomorrow when they host Brookwood.
And over in Minnesota, 5th-ranked Caledonia falls by a point to Triton.
And in 9-player action, Spring Grove remains unbeaten as they top Southland. The Lions can host Mabel Canton on Wednesday, and that's the last night of the regular season in Minnesota. So some tight races, man.
I know, they're coming down to it. We're making the last week count.
We really are. Coming up, the Packers are back at Lambeau, and UW La Crosse looks to rebound from their first conference loss.
You'll never find a better time to upgrade your dining area than now during the dining sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. From kitchen tables to elegant dining rooms, even stools and pub sets, it's all on sale. And right now, on top of already marked down sale prices, you can take off an extra $100, $200, or $400. Choose from in-stock options or design your own. The dining sale, happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Fentanyl is one of the most lethal drugs on the market. This much can kill thousands. These deadly drugs are pouring across our border. But Biden, Harris, and Democrats have done nothing to stop it. Tammy Baldwin claims she's trying, but she's failed. She took credit for an anti-fentanyl bill she didn't write and opposed efforts to secure the border. Senator Baldwin and Democrats have done nothing, and our communities are paying the price.
I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message.
Arthritis, high blood pressure, breast cancer. Almost everyone has a pre-existing condition and could lose health insurance if Derek Van Orden and Washington Insiders get their way. They take money from big insurance companies, then try to strip coverage for pre-existing conditions. Van Orden and Washington Insiders don't care about you, so if you get sick, you get dropped. Time to drop Derek Van Orden and these Washington Insiders from Congress.
I'm Rebecca Cook, and I approve this message.
Billionaire banker Eric Hovde has a plan for Social Security.
Do you favor either raising the retirement age or cutting benefits?
I favor both.
Raising the retirement age?
You have to start changing the retirement age.
Hovde wants to raise the retirement age as high as 72. And Hovde just proposed cutting Social Security by 28%, costing the average beneficiary more than $6,000 a year. Eric Hovde, what's wrong with this guy?
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Get ready for the holidays and save money during our fall sale at Interior Designs Holman. All of our carpets are on sale. You'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimates in your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holman.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy.
Yeah, Katie, it's another important week of NFL action as the Packers return home to take on the Cardinals. Jordan Love looks to be healthy yet again, which is a good sign for Green Bay fans. The defense will have to be ready to go against a dynamic playmaker in Kyler Murray. But that Arizona defense does have a tendency to give up some big plays, so we could see some fireworks in that one, and I'll be there. I'll wrap up for you on Sunday at 10.
For our Saturday slate, the UWL Eagles looking to bounce back after suffering a crazy defeat last week against Platteville. The Eagles dropped all the way down to number 12 in the D3 rankings, but they've got an opportunity to bounce back on the road against another tough WIAC opponent in Oshkosh, who are coming off of a loss of their own against Whitewater. It's never an easy road in one of the toughest D3 conferences, and Coach Janis knows this week isn't going to be any easier.
I think they've done such a good job of team building, right? Like if you look at that team, like their team, especially their offense personnel, is they are a size and speed team. Like they are fast and they're big, and so their skill sets are really, really fast. And so it's about having to cover the whole field, along with a really, really talented wide receiver.
Going to be another good test for the Eagles as the WIAC looks to be strong once again.
And Winona State is at home as they welcome 1-5 the University of Mary. And the Warriors looking for back-to-back wins for the first time all season.
Also, Jackson Flottmeyer making the start for the Warriors. Remember that name. Coming off their big win last Saturday, the Badgers on the road to New Jersey. Wisconsin faces Rutgers at 11 tomorrow on the Big Ten Network.
Yeah, hopefully Flottmeyer keeps things going. He had a good start last
I know. He wasn't. I wasn't expecting it. He comes in, gives them a boost. It was awesome. All right. Still to come, our play of the night. You're watching the Friday Night Frenzy. Stay with us.